Netflix has a fairly substantial offering of fantasy movies and TV shows on its platform, and 2024 looks set to grow the selection available on the streaming service by a huge degree, as there are several new fantasy TV shows and movies getting released over the coming year. And this video will give you an overview of the various new and renewed fantasy content coming to Netflix in 2024, and release dates will be available where possible. But before we begin, don't forget, if you love anything to do with fantasy movies, historical TV shows and historical movies, then subscribe to my channel, History Sport. The first new fantasy series to get released will be on January 21, 2024, and that will be the show 103 Mercy's Dragon Domination, which is a spin-off to the One Piece series, and it follows a legendary swordsman named Ryuma, and we will follow him on various exploits across the land of Wano and the One Piece world. So One Piece is something that I have seen a little bit of, and it was excellently developed for Netflix, so I'm really looking forward to the spin-off, and I will definitely be watching it at some point this year. February 22nd will see the release of Avatar: The Last Airbender, an adaptation of the popular animated series which originally aired on Nickelodeon many years ago. And this show will put an emphasis on the power of water, earth, fire and air, and the ability of those who are able to manipulate these elements. And it is up to our hero Avatar Aang to use these powers to defeat the Fire Nation who want to oppress the world. So definitely an interesting fantasy TV series for anyone that is interested in the Avatar animated series. After that, we will have Dead Boy Detectives, which is a spin-off of the Sandman series, which is another Netflix original fantasy TV show, and this upcoming series will be getting released on April 25 of this year. Dead Boy Detectives follows two deceased individuals, Charles Rowland and Edwin Payne, who refuse to enter the afterlife and decide to stay on Earth instead and solve various fantastical paranormal cases. So Sandman is a TV show that I have seen and I really enjoyed it. It is definitely one of the better fantasy TV shows that has been released to Netflix over the past couple of years, and I will definitely be watching this spin-off series as well. There's also been confirmation that season 2 of Arcane will be getting released in November 2024. Arcane is a series set in the League of Legends world, and even though this is a series I am unfamiliar with, it has some stellar ratings, currently sitting at a 9 out of 10 on IMDb, 100% Rotten Tomatoes score, and a 97% viewer approval rating. So I'll definitely be adding Arcane to my watch list, and I recommend you do the same because this show just looks too good to pass on. The rest of the shows and movies that I will be talking about for the remainder of this video are fantasy TV shows that have been confirmed to get released in 2024, but the exact dates of their release are not yet confirmed. So first up, we have the fantasy TV series that I am looking most forward to this year, and that is the Devil May Cry animated show. Devil May Cry is a very popular video game franchise, and it will be getting an animated adaptation coming out this year, in which we will follow Dante, a demon hunter who is hell-bent on destroying all demons in the world to avenge the death of his mother. Showrunner Adi Shankar has said that he is determined to make this one of the best shows on the Netflix platform, and that he loves the franchise and will ensure that viewers are not disappointed with the end result. Hopefully Devil May Cry will live up to the lofty expectations that Adi Shankar has set for the show, and I for one cannot wait for Devil May Cry to get released to Netflix. We will also be getting another Witcher spin-off called The Rats, which focuses on a group of renegade teens who were introduced at the end of season 3 of The Witcher. Although no release date has been confirmed yet, the series has concluded production as of July 2023. This upcoming prequel series is rumored to have had a reduced production cycle, which means that the spin-off could potentially be a movie rather than a multi-episode TV series. It has also been confirmed another fantasy series by Zack Snyder is in the works, and this will see an 8-episode animated series called Twilight of the Gods head to Netflix at some point in 2024. This is a fantasy series which focuses on Norse mythology, and it will take viewers back into the era of the Vikings. And a synopsis provided by Snyder about this upcoming fantasy show is as follows. There's a king and his queen in a small Viking village, and they want to get married. An event happens to them at their wedding that causes Sigrid, who is the bride-to-be and also a child of the giants, to go on a crazy mission of revenge. So this definitely does seem like an exciting new fantasy series which could potentially be the new Vikings based series that fans have been waiting so long for. And I will definitely keep viewers of this channel updated when I get more information about this upcoming Zack Snyder fantasy TV show called Twilight of the Gods. And lastly, season 3 of Alice in Borderland will be getting released in 2024, but no release date has been confirmed as of yet. This is another fantasy series based off of a manga, and the basic premise of the show is that Arisu and his friends who are avid gamers find themselves in a dangerous survival game, and every decision can mean life or death for them. So if you enjoyed the Squid Games, then Alice in Borderland will be a great show for you to indulge in. And it is so personally a show that I haven't seen, but it does look interesting, and perhaps I will get around to watching it at some point. It has also been confirmed a second season of Blood of Zeus will be getting released to Netflix on May 15, and this is another animated fantasy series based around Greek mythology and the gods and goddesses who continually interfere with one of Zeus's children, who is trying his best to protect Earth from the revengeful gods and goddesses. I haven't seen this show myself, but it is good to see that the show is popular enough to get a second season. And for those of you who are interested in Blood of Zeus, it will be getting released on May 15 of 2024. So those are all the fantasy series I have been able to confirm that are getting released to Netflix in 2024. But let me know in the comments down below if there are any fantasy series that I may have missed. And remember to stay up to date with everything to do with historical movies, fantasy movies, and fantasy TV shows. Subscribe to my channel History Spark, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.